Hi guys, welcome to My Enchanted Cakes, and today we're going to be making Minion inspired pinata cupcakes. So to make the Minion pinata cupcakes, you'll need cupcakes, either from a box mix or made from scratch. You'll also need frosting or icing, again pre-bought or made from scratch. You will need some banana candy, both little as well as large. You'll also need some yellow sprinkles, blue cupcake wrappers or patty pans. You'll also need blue and yellow food colouring, and also a apple corer to poke the hole out of the middle of the cupcakes. You'll also need a disposable piping bag. I like to use disposable so you can just chuck it out after you're done. And also a large star nozzle to pipe the cupcakes with. So just make your cupcakes according to your cupcake mix instructions or as per your usual method. I've just preheated the oven to make sure that it's nice and hot by the time the cupcakes are ready to go in. Just make sure that before you bake that cupcakes to add the blue food colouring, then only you'll get the blue that you want inside the base of the cake. So now that the batter is ready, we're going to line our cupcake tray with our blue cupcake patty pans. When it comes to cupcakes, make sure that we have a consistent, pretty looking cupcakes. We should always use the same sort of measurement. What I tend to use is a ice cream scoop to make sure that every scoop that you're putting in is exactly the same amount as every other cupcake. Okay, now that our tray is ready, we'll just pop in our cake batter. Now that we've filled our cupcake tray, we're just going to bake it now, and then after it's baked, we're going to allow it to cool before we start to ice it. Now that the cupcakes are done, transfer them onto a cooling rack so they'll cool faster, because if you leave them in the tray, they'll tend to dry out, and also it'll take a really long time to cool. So since we want to eat cupcakes, we don't really want that. So once the cupcakes have now cooled, make sure that they're nice and cool, because otherwise when you try and spear them in the middle with the apple corer, they can tend to crumble and also not come out as cleanly as you want them to. So just the apple corer, try and place it right in the middle, and just give it a gentle twist before you sort of plunge your way right in. And so just twist, and then as you pull out, you'll see it's going to come out. So just push it out, because you will also need to use this piece again. So just get the rest of it, and just make sure to twist and just push it out. And as you can see, there's now a beautiful little hole for us to fill in our pinata cupcake with. We're now going to fill these little cupcakes with our banana candy. So just get a banana candy. You want it to be nice and small enough to fit inside the cupcakes. Just get a handful and just like sort of tilt it as you go in, just to make sure that you can get some bananas in there, and just gently push them in, because you do want that sort of cascading effect once they come out when you cut into them. So don't fill it up right to the top, because you will need to use that little piece of cake that we had before. So just take one of your cuttings and just give it a little bit of a chop at the end. And just use the end to fill it back up like a little casing. Pretty much, you can't tell there's now a hole in there. So we'll put that aside with the rest of our completed cupcakes and just continue. So with these cupcakes, there are two ways that you can ice them. So for people that love icing, you can do a nice little peak frosting, or for those that don't like to have too much icing with their cupcakes, you can do a flat version of the swirl. So I'm just going to show you the two different ways that you can do this. So we'll start off with the small one. So with the small one, we always start from the middle and work our way around slowly, and always remember to pull off at the end to create that beautiful flat swirl for those of you that do not like to have too much frosting on your cupcakes. And the second one is the high peak. So with the high peak, we always start from the outside and work our way in. So we'll start from the outside here and just gently pipe as you slowly turn, and try and layer the icing as you go up. Continue until you reach the top and pull away. So that's how it looks. And if you sometimes get it on a sort of lopside, you can always try and sort of jiggle it to make it sort of straight, because the icing is still soft at the moment, so you can still sort of maneuver it around. So those are the two different ways that you can pipe. So just before we put the bananas on top, we are going to just cover our cupcakes, just the edges, with some beautiful yellow sprinkles. So just grab your cupcakes, so say for example the flat ones, and just gently touch the edges of these cupcakes, so to get that beautiful yellow touch at the end. So any excess that's gotten on the blue, just brush it off with your little fingers. So once you have iced and sprinkled your cupcakes, you can now top them up with the banana candy. So just take one and place it just on top of a cupcake. Try and get it tilting up a bit, give it a little bit more reedy effect. And voila! Our minion pinata cupcakes are complete. So get a sharp knife and just gently cut through. Maybe just the front, because it is going to be a little bit harder to open up. And then we have our beautiful pinata banana inspired minion cupcake that's like oozing all over my hand.